Hello everyone, my name is Victoria Pavlov. I'm the Photoshop artist. Welcome to my studio. You guys asked me to record in another tutorial about basic photo compositing in Adobe Photoshop, and today is the day. Let's start. I have opened Adobe Photoshop, and also I have opened my Creative Cloud library, where I have all my images I downloaded and licensed from Adobe Stock. Of course, guys, you can use any images you like. Now, I would like to open my image from Creative Cloud library as a separate document. To do so, right-click on the image, and after that, click Edit, just like that. And Photoshop will open image as a separate document. Now I would like to add another image to my opened document. To do so, I will specify my image, right click and place layers. And after Photoshop will do the job. Now we have two layers, our background layer and our main character layer. Definitely we need to remove all greenery around our main character. To do so, I will highlight my top layer. I will switch to object selection tool, and I will specify Photoshop area I would like to be selected, just like that. And Photoshop did the job. If Photoshop missed anything, you don't have to switch to any other tool. In the option bar, specify, let me show to you, specify add to selection, just like that, and tell Photoshop in specify area you would like, area or areas you would like to add to your selection, just like that. Photoshop missed part of her swing, and I will let in Photoshop, Photoshop, no, I would like to have all these areas in my selection, also in here, and just like this. And I think if you would like to remove anything from your selection, switch subtract from selection, click on subtract from selection in the option bar, and specify area you would like to remove from your selection, just like this. After you're happy with everything, click on select and mask icon in the option bar, and Photoshop will redirect you to select and mask workspace. Guys, before I started recording this tutorial, I recorded how you can adjust your selection in select and mask workspace. So in this tutorial, I will not go through all tools and features available for us in select and mask workspace. If you would like to learn about this, go and watch my new tutorial. So what I will do here, guys, first of all, if Photoshop missed anything, I would like to adjust anything, I can do it here, but Photoshop did great job. What I will do, I will specify output to new layer with a layer mask, just like that, and I will click OK. And just like that, Photoshop created a new layer with a layer mask as we asked. And Photoshop didn't delete your original layer. And by the way, Photoshop didn't apply any permanent modifications or any modification at all to your original layer. If you don't need this layer, simply delete it now, just like that. What I will do now, guys, I will switch to my move tool. I will select a layer icon, and I will move my main character a little bit above, just like that, maybe like that. Perfect. And I will click maybe a little bit, just like that. And I will click OK to accept all changes. Now, if I will zoom in my document, you will see that my swing is not perfectly located on top of my tree. To fix it, I will move it a little bit up and maybe on the side, just like that. Yes. And after that, I will select layer mask, not layer icon, a layer mask. I will switch to brush tool with black color. You can use any brush you're more comfortable with. And after that, I will paint out this area. I will fix this, same with this side of her swing. And now, guys, look at this. Now we have natural looking swing. By the way, if you want, you can fix her hair as well, like I'm doing right now, just like that. And I'm happy with everything. Let me zoom out. Now we have very natural looking compositing. What I would like to improve, I would like to improve light in my main character. Look at our background. Our background is so dramatic, basically in black and white. In our main character, our main subject is too bright. We can bring tones down in many ways in Photoshop, as always. I will show it to you my way, as always. So to do so, I will select layer icon. After that, I will click on image, match colors. Here, guys, first of all, I will check preview. I will enable preview, so I will see what I'm doing. And I will specify source to our background, just like that. And here, I will move luminance slider to the left, just like that, about 49. And now we matched our main character, our main subject, to our background. Look at this. And I will click OK, just like that. Look at this beauty. How awesome is it? Now, today I want to show to you how you can use only a few assets, a few images to create storytelling image. So we don't have to have hundreds different assets, different objects in our document to create storytelling image. Sometimes we need to have only two images, two objects, two assets, or three. So sometimes less is the best. Now, because our main subject has a lot of, not a lot, some splashes of light in her hair and in her food, we need to make decision. Do we want to remove all splashes of light from our main character, or we can add light source to match light to match the light? In particular, this compositing, I would like to add the light source. To do so, I will launch Pixel Squid plugin. Yes, guys, you know, I'm a big fan of Pixel Squid. And here I have beautiful chandelier. Oh, guys, you can use any light source you like. I would like to bring a little bit more agey and vintage style into my compositing. To do so, I will click on this chandelier, and just like that, Pixel Squid will add this 3D object into your document. Of course, I need to rotate, reposition my chandelier. To do so, I will click on my 3D object directly inside Pixel Squid plugin window, and I will rotate it in a way I like, just like that. After that, I will switch to my move tool, and I will scale size down of this chandelier, just like that, and I will move it on top, and I will a little bit rotate it. Now we did add some wind into our image. Look at this, maybe it's smaller and just like that, and look how beautiful is it. And I will click OK to accept all changes. Now in Pixel Squid plugin, I will ask Pixel Squid, I don't need to have shadow under my 3D object, but I would like to have my 3D object in high resolution. So I'm switching from low to high resolution. Now guys, look at this. We have light source which reflects in our main character. If I will zoom in my document, you will see that we have the story right now. We are telling the story. We already created the story. But because we can, I will add one more detail into my compositing. I will click on Add New in Pixel Squid plugin, and here I will click on another 3D object. Right away, what I will do, I will rotate it slightly, just like that, and I will scale size down. Now, I can position it anywhere I like, but because our main character looks toward us, I will position this musical instrument in a way she looks just like that. While we are resizing our musical instrument, we need to take into consideration perspective. Because our main character positioned away from our camera, she and chandelier will look smaller than they are in real life. Our musical instrument positioned close to us, so this musical instrument will look bigger than our main character and our chandelier. If you will compare musical instrument to our character, you will say, Victoria, this is too big. It's not real looking musical instrument. She can't hold it. She can. If she will come close to the musical instrument, everything will come to harmony. So remember to take into consideration a perspective in your compositing. Now, when I will click OK to accept position of my musical instrument, I will tell Pixel Squid plugin that I need to have a shadow under my 3D object, and also of course I need to switch between from a low to high resolution, just like that. And I'll look at this. Now what I would like to do, I would like to add more drama into our main character. To do so, I will highlight our main character layer, and I will click on adjustments. Here guys, I will click on exposure, or brightness and contrast, and I will specify, I will let Photoshop know that Photoshop, I would like to apply my adjustment only to the layer below my adjustment layer, only to my main character, not to the background or chandelier or my musical instrument, only to my main subject. To do so, I will click on Add Clipping Mask, just like that. And now Photoshop will add adjustment only to the layer below adjustment layer. Here I will bring brightness down, just like that. And look at this, how beautiful is it? And because Photoshop always creating adjustment layer with a layer mask, we can adjust our adjustment. First of all, we can change opacity of our adjustment layer, or we can come back to our adjustment layer to adjust it. But because we have a layer mask, I will highlight my layer mask. I will click on it to highlight it. I will switch to my brush tool with black color, and what I will do, I will paint my adjustment layer a little bit out. So now light comes from our chandelier light source and reflects on our main character back. You can control opacity of the light, changing opacity of your brush. What do I do right now? I change opacity of my brush to 41. I change color for my brush to white, and now what I will do, I will bring back this area I painted before. Now I have light source comes from my from this light and reflects to our main subject back. If you think I can add a little bit more, I agree with you. I will switch back to my brush tool with black color. I will bring opacity of my brush to 16 or 18. I will bring size of my brush down, and just like that. Look at this. How beautiful is it? Look at this, guys. Now I will recommend you to save your document as Photoshop file, just in case if you would like to come back to your editing in 1 year later, 2 days later, or your client will come back to you and say, you know, Victoria, I would like to adjust this or that. You don't have to start everything from scratch. You can open your PSD file and continue working or adjusting your document. After you saved your document as a PSD file, you can continue working on your project. Now, I would like to merge all my layers just like that. And after that, guys, what I will do, I will click on Filter menu. I will click on Convert to Smart Filters. Why? Because I don't want to apply permanent changes to my layer. And after that, I will click on Camera Raw Filter, just like that. Here, guys, if you don't want to start everything from scratch, if you don't want to move all sliders, click on, let me show you, click on Browse Profiles, just like that. And Photoshop Camera Raw will redirect you to ready to go profiles. I will expand artistic profiles library, and here, guys, look at this. You can apply any profile to your image. I love artistic 08. I will click on it to specify that, you know, Photoshop, you know, Camera Raw, I would like to use this profile. I would like to apply this profile to my image. After I specified profile I would like to use, Photoshop will display amount slider. You can specify amount of filter be applied to your layer. Even after you applied ready to go filter, you can adjust your image, your layer in Camera Raw. To do so, click on back. And here what I will do, guys, I will move exposure slider slightly to the right, and I will increase contrast slightly, and I will move my blacks slider to the left to add more drama to my image. Let's talk about texture and decay sliders. Because we are working on mystery photo compositing, I would like to add more mystery to my image without losing or covering any details. To do so, I will move my texture slider to the left, just like that. Same with dehaze. I will move dehaze slider to the left. Basically, what I'm doing, I'm editing more dehaze to my document, and I'm happy with it. After that, I will click OK, and look at this. Because we converted our layer to smart filters, I can adjust my filter I applied in Camera Raw at any time. I also can hide my filter or bring it back. If I would like to adjust it, I will double click on Camera Raw filter, and I will be redirected back to Camera Raw filter, where I can continue working on my image. So now what I would like to do, you know me, guys, I would like to add a little bit more drama. To do so, I will click on adjustments. Here I will click on exposure, and I will bring exposure slider to the right, to the left, I'm sorry, just like that, slightly, guys, not too much. And because we know it's already Photoshop always creating a layer mask with adjustment layer, I will highlight layer mask. I will switch back to my brush tool. I will increase size of my brush, and I will a little bit bring back details in our main character and our chandeliers. If we will want to add more light, we will increase opacity of our brush, and we will bring more details, just like that. Look at this. This is before adjustment layer, and this is after. And if it's too much for you, you can bring opacity of your adjustment layer down, just like that. Look at this. So guys, this is what I wanted to share with you today. We used only 4 assets to create this storytelling image. Don't think you need to have many different assets to create something beautiful or tell the story. As I mentioned, you can use only 2 assets to create storytelling image. So guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for your time you spent with me. I appreciate it very much. I will see you next time. Love you. Bye.